the vultures are centering on me. Welcome to one of the oldest cultures in the world. Egypt has stood at the center of civilization for millennia. Let's explore the ancient Egyptian influences and stunning nature, meeting with a modern Muslim nation. I am Lex Universe, and this is Egypt, the ancient child of the Nile River. So hello internet, welcome to Lex Universe. It's bloody 2 o'clock in the morning, and well, the road to Cairo is quite long, so I had to get up really early, but here we are. We'll walk through the old Cairo and visit the pyramids and probably even more, so stay tuned for that. Hope you're literally as excited as I am right now, so let's go catch the bus. So we stopped halfway to Cairo at this, I don't know what it is, some kind of food court in the middle of nowhere. And it starts to remind me some of my crazy overnight bus trips in Europe. Except, well, it's not Europe. I'm really excited for Cairo. Hope you are as well. We got stuck with some Russian group, so if you have watched my previous video, you know how much I love this. But it's Cairo and it's the pyramids, and well, if you want to see something, you have to suffer. Let's go. Now Cairo is a little bit further from Hurghada than Luxor, so the trip took about 6 hours, maybe 6.5. But as you can see, the views from the car were quite good. And here comes Cairo. See, well, there is quite a lot of construction going on in the city, especially here in the suburbs. They're building a lot of new apartment and business buildings as we speak. But we are heading to the old Cairo. I believe it will be a lot more atmospheric. Well, in this video I want to show you how cosmopolitan the Cairo actually is. There are many religious groups living in Egypt, and we will see it firsthand today. We have arrived in Cairo. Let's explore the city. Wow, that's beautiful, isn't it? And we will start very typically. We will go explore a Christian church. If you didn't know, it's like at least like 20% of the population of Egypt are Coptic Christian. And according to our guide, this is the most beautiful church in the old Cairo. Let's see if that's true. So what you can see, they built the church in the top on the remnants of the original Roman fortress. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, it's called the Hanging Church, in case you search for it. Right, and here you can see the ancient walls of the Roman city. Gosh, I haven't seen such crowds in a year almost. So what do you think? Not bad, right? Can have a thing for all sort of churches. Churches in Egypt. Who would have thought, right? Bookshelf in a church. Ooh. This church is actually built above the cavern where, allegedly, so they left Jerusalem, the Holy Family lived, and that's why this place is secret. So let's go to the cave. By the way, as we have seen these Christian churches, at one point, for the Christian holidays like Christmas or Easter, they're not officially celebrated in Egypt, but the Christians who live here, if they wish, they can close their businesses and celebrate if they want to. They're quite tolerant here. And here you can see not only the oldest mosque in the city of Cairo and in Egypt, but also in the whole of Africa. It's really beautiful, right? Can you see the gentleman in the suit? He's a policeman. He was assigned to us, and he accompanies us all the time. It's for our protection. It's actually mandatory for every larger group of travelers. Now let's get another boat trip on the Nile. This time, I promise you, I will not try to steer the ship. The majority of what you will see on the left bank of the river is actually an island called Gezira. And here in the beginning, you can see the large tower of a 5-star hotel. That pointed tower in the background is the Cairo Tower, and it's the tallest building in the city. And we are approaching the 6th of October bridge. On the right bank of the river you can see the building of the TV and radio of Egypt and the grand panorama of this part of the city. But it's time to cross the river again and move on. Where do you think we are going? So we have followed the footsteps of the dead pharaohs, and we have crossed the Nile River, and now we can guess where we are. Let's go. And in the meantime, we can guess how many pyramids are there in this complex. And this is the big one, the Cheops Pyramid, first on our list. A little bit of orientation. This is the Cheops Pyramid. We cannot see the Great Pyramid because it's hidden behind it. And on the other side, which I will not show you because there is this person with yeah, you know, I don't want to take a picture of this guy on the camera because he would want money from me. So anyway, this is the Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest one. Back to my original questions. How many pyramids are there? There are these 3 main ones, and then there are 6 pyramids for the queens. So in general there are 9 pyramids here in the Giza Necropolis. And see, the vultures are centering on me. You know, I know I shouldn't complain about the people living in places where I go, but this is really annoying, and it's actually really annoying even for Egyptians, so I think I have every right to be pissed at them for being dicks. So I'm not sure if this really needs to be said, but it's the last remaining of the so-called 7 wonders of the ancient world that's still standing, and I think it will be standing for quite some time. By the way, fun fact, you know, we all have like this weird impression of time. Consider Cleopatra. and the pyramids, and they all seem to fit in the same period, but actually there is a lot more time that lasted between building of the pyramids and Cleopatra than between Cleopatra and landing on the moon. That's just insane. By the way, you can actually enter the pyramid, not this one, the Great Pyramid, but it's quite expensive, and I don't think it's worth it because there's like nothing inside, so don't bother. This place is cool on itself. So we can get a ride in one of these carriages. It's overpriced and you can basically drive all the way up here, so I'm not sure if it's really worth it. But you know, for the fun of it. Also, you can ride a camel, which is horrible. I tried it in Morocco, go watch the video, and you will see why I hated it so much. But also don't think that you can just take any picture here without consequences, because whenever you take a picture of a camel or one of these Bedouins or fake Bedouins, whatever they are supposed to be, then they will charge you for that. Yeah, so be careful not to take any pictures of them, and they're really sleazy and sneaky, and I just hate this kind of people. No, it really doesn't matter whether they're from Egypt or whether they are from anywhere else. I just hate this kind of people. Also, while at the topic of the scams that you can find here, there are these people who pretend to be police and they want to check your ticket. I'll never give it to them, because there are only 2 checks of your tickets, and then one is at the Cheops pyramid in the beginning of the zone, and the other one is while you're entering to the area of the Sphinx. So whenever anyone asks you for your ticket inside of the area, they are lying to you. And always like tell them, okay, let's go to the police, and they will just piss off. And also be aware of your belongings. That's just like a normal thing to do. I mean, I haven't lost my phone in a few years already, and starts to be really surprising, so could probably happen over here as well. By the way, when you're looking at these pyramids right now, it kind of can feel like this is what they were supposed to look from the beginning and what they always looked. That's not the case. They were actually like colored, and as you can see, the top of the pyramid, there is still the remnant of how it used to look like before. But unfortunately, during the Ottoman rule, part of the material that was used to create the pyramids was used for building out the palaces of the Pasha. So fuck him. Probably the only advantage of this stupid corona thing is that for the first time in many centuries you can probably take a picture of the pyramids without people. There's still a lot of people here, but I can imagine how horrible that must have been before this. So sometimes I love corona. Yeah, and sometimes I hate it. And see, there are the little pyramids for the queens. Unless they are for some high priests, then I'm sorry. But I think there are the pyramids for the queens. You know, in all seriousness, can you like really imagine that this has been here 4,500 years ago? It's incredible. Can you imagine what was happening in the Central Europe back then? Or was there like, I don't know, mammoths? Probably not. But fun fact, when they were building pyramids, there were still mammoths living on the earth somewhere in the Bering Strait. Yeah. Talking about the Bering Strait in front of the pyramids. Okay. And there are Cheops' wives. Khephren, on the other hand, wasn't a ladies' boy. He was more interested in weird lion-human mutants. So let's go check out the Sphinx. See, that's all 3 of them. Cheops, Khephren, with the Sphinx and main cover. Interesting, right? Doesn't look so impressive from the back. Let's see. Where's the hay? I don't know. And that would be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the pyramids. I hope you enjoyed Cairo. It was a lot more impressive than I expected. So I hope it impressed you as well. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, check out my other social media, and see you in the next video. Because Egypt doesn't end.